Let me ask you a question. Let's just say I think let's go to 3 big music groups. I think there's Universal, I think there's Sony, and I think there's Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
If he was signed to a very similar deal to one of those 3, does he do this?
Well, it still is the same thing.
No. That's a simple question. If he signed to Warner Brothers, Universal, or Sony, and they signed him to the same deal, is he walking up in there and doing allegedly what happened to Gucci? Is he doing that?
I'm banned from the Sony Building. So you can't ask me that. But I ran up.
Yeah.
I ran up in the Sony Building. Do you understand me, Michael Jackson, and DMX are the only ones banned from the Sony Building in New York? I ran up in a building.
Yo, little small self, how you run up in there?
Because I did. I went right on in. I told the
You came in the Frost Priestess. You like, hey, how you doing, Miss Such and Such? Hey, it's such and such.
No, I did. I actually told the lady at the front desk that what I had just experienced it was way 106 in Park. They didn't care. They had submitted the wrong video. It was just that type of thing. So I ran up because I had questions.
Yes.
So they let me in. And then they told me the police was on the way, but I got in the building. And I ran up to go and confront. Now, I didn't go on with no guns. Okay, no, let's say that. They'll be like, K. Michelle ran in with guns. No, my mouth was lethal enough, but you can't ask me, and Universal, Warner, would it have gone down the same way? Because the subsidiaries are still through them.
Right.
So it's just like running up on them.
Right.
Like, in either way, I feel like he would have did what he had to do to get his music out. And I just feel like
so you feel, and he felt that Gooch was not putting his music out or giving him what he properly earned through the contract that he had signed.
It always happens.
Oh, okay.
And it's always his cycle.
Okay.
Of it was done to me, so
I'm gonna do it to somebody else.
I'm gonna do it to somebody else. I'm gonna keep going and keep it going. And some people, we are at a day and age now where we are going through a lot in the world. Like financially, everybody is. Your favorite actress, your favorite singer, everybody is clutching their coins. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because we don't know what's about to happen.
No, we don't.
So you go you're up here living good, and you're taking from the artists that are trying, to make them, regardless. A lot of times you just sign a deal because you need the quick money.
Right.
And you think you just made it out.
Right.
And they can say, read. Yeah, but when you hungry, I ain't got money for no lawyer to read. Right. When you hungry, I need every dime I can make. I'm not thinking about that.
You know what? Being in this business is that, in any business, what I've learned is that when you sign a contract, you might sign a contract, and I don't think anybody thinks going in like, oh, this guy's he's gonna be the next this, or she's gonna be the next that. And all of a sudden, you might agree to a number, but as soon as the money starts to come and it's more than what they thought, they try to find ways to get more of it. And I'm not telling you what somebody told me. I'm telling you what I know firsthand. And I think that has a lot. And I don't know if that's Pooh Shicey's situation. I don't know if that was your situation. And I don't know I can just speak to me personally.
Okay.
Is that when a situation happens, it's like, okay, we agree to this number. This percent, you get this, I get that. Now all the money starts coming in more than what we envisioned. Now let me find out a way where I can get more, because he making way more than I thought he should be getting. That's too much money.
Yeah.
Whoa. What's too much? What's too much?
They don't think anything of you. They take a shot, on you, and then when life happens as it's supposed to happen, you're supposed to be who you are. Or Shicey's supposed to be who he is. I'm supposed to be who I am. And then, it's shown, and then it's like, dang, I signed a bad deal, this and that. Like, you eating off of me, and I'm barely eating at all.
Right.
And I just think this changes the trajectory of what happens in the music business, because this is our first time getting to see someone saying, oh, I'm not laying down taking it.
Right.
If that's what happened. We don't have a clue. It probably didn't even happen. But this type of thing, this is our first time getting to see what we think in our head we're seeing is saying, no, I'm taking my talent. I'm taking care of my family. I don't care by any means necessary. I'm going to eat. Right.
This is the first time you've heard stories, Suge Knight back in the day at Death Row doing stuff like this. But we've never had the federal government, the Department of Justice has gotten involved and say, this is what happened. Like, well, damn. When y'all start worried about what's going on? But hey, that's where we are now. What is it about
at.
Memphis? What's with the beef, the Memphis rappers and beef? What y'all got going on up there?
I don't want any parts of it. I love them all. I really don't. I just think it's the thing. Like there's beef in Atlanta. There's all these, beefs, but we're so small.
Right.
And I feel like the sound, and people can get mad at me and get me now, but the sound that's going on in hip hop is very Memphis driven. Okay. If you listen to all the beats that are on the charts, everything, you have 3 6 Mafia samples and everything. This city, all we have is this music and this food and this life. So you put all of these people in this small city, they representing this set, my music better, and they all clawing to get out. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Yes. To get out and make it. So I just feel like right now we're very elevated and highlighted in the wrong
reason.
In the wrong reasons. We instead of focusing on y'all talented. Like I be seeing like the new guys coming up, they might DM me and be like, hey, GOAT, would you do this? Like I listen to these guys' music and females. Mm-hmm. And they're really talented. Like they really are talented. Yeah, for sure. If the right person would give them a fair shot to go out there, they're gonna outwork everybody. Because all we know is work and trying. So the city right now is getting a lot of other things. But what they should say is that there's a whole lot of talent and heart there.
It used to be a time, Kay, that guys like if you came from a city and you made it out and you became something, they looked out for you. They made sure you were straight. They wouldn't do some of the things that we see that's happened to some of our rappers when they go back home. I feel like if I went back to Glenville, that should be the safest place in the world for Shannon Sharpe. Mm-hmm. Because you watched Shannon Sharpe grow up. You know what Shannon Sharpe did to get out. And you saw how I interacted with everybody. I never thought I was better. And even when I made it out, I never looked down on anybody like I made it out, you didn't. Mm-hmm. What is it about when guys go back home, more times than not, that is the place that a lot of times they lose their lives?
Look, I'm going to fight always for my city, but there was a famous line from 3 6 Mafia. And we always say it to each other as Memphians. I'm from the city where they love to hate. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like they're so proud. They're so proud of you. They're not going to let the rest of the world talk about you. It's like your family. Yeah. Like your family can tap you and be like, and say anything about you. But as soon as someone outside the family say something about you, it's a problem. I feel like no one. Like you can represent your city and deal, but you still have people, think about it. You still got people you went to high school with. You still got people that's angry.
They hate us.
You know what I'm saying? When I go through Memphis, it is for shows and different things. And, when I'm walking, they like, Kay, we're so proud of you. Like, keep representing. But I'm also not, You're
not naive to the fact that.
I'm not naive to any of it. I know that love can turn to something tragic immediately. Mm-hmm. And my movement, in my city has to be what that is.
You're strategic.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Want to join Club Shay Shay? Become an official member by hitting that subscribe button, where you never know who's going to be joining us for drinks and conversation. Don't be late to the party because we like to do something before 2 something.